this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jameis Winston taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Derrick Henry. Oh, he bowls over him. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
There's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse, and I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
That catch good for only a couple.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Fourth down, Winston. He's got Smith here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To the air again with Winston. He gets it to Thomas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Room here to run. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 141 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Henry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Anthony Fertzer There to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Miller. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did. Looking long for Thomas. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll decide to keep this once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. Touchdown, New Orleans! A great play there. 31 yards, and the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Titans 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The Titans going to use... First of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Running left, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Broken tackle, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Play action, it's Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Ryan Tannehill able to spot Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Bullock good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and they will take a 7-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the goal.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Winston. That is caught by Callaway. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They go play action. Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman there to make the grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew.
And this is caught right along the sideline on a jive, keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Again, it's Henry. Pushes him over. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Complete to Jones. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. On 4th down, Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Tannehill. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Really good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Runs over it. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through. Derrick Henry all alone. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow. 240 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal on the 4-yard line. Safety's creeping. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Henry, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Winston to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Winston's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Winston. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. 2nd and 10. Throwing Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill. He's got Ferkser, and he takes this almost to midfield. So they needed a pretty good-sized play, and they got it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Tannehill. Being chased out left. The left side completion to Jones. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A first down carry for Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.